Steve, how's this week been in training after what you said was a disappointment on Saturday?
Well, it's only a disappointment on Saturday, Everybody's all right, everybody's healthy, nobody's hurt or anything like that. Disappointment's just a little word out there, isn't it? So we were disappointed. You can't let that disappointment go on all the time. It just, it happens. Worse things have happened to this football club in the last 2 years than drawing 2-2 at home on Saturday, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Have you learnt anything from your analysis that you didn't know at, say, 5:20 last Saturday?
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Disrupted our flow when the goalkeeper went down, and we never quite got it back. Sometimes that can happen. It's human nature. We make mistakes, humans.
We all do, don't we?
Yeah. Not purposely, though.
No, of course not. How do you deal with it then? Is it just back to work the same way?
Yeah, we dealt with it. We dealt with it after the game. You're not going to drag that on, You can't do that. When do you drag it on to? Monday? Tuesday? When do you finish? You can be disappointed about it. We're disappointed about it now. But we're not about to, go over the top on it. So it was what it was. And by the way, we can't be too disrespectful, They come back into the game. They scored a late goal. Would they have scored those goals maybe if Ryan Innes was playing in the team? Probably not, because we knew the bottom line, there was going to be a lot of balls pumped into our box. There'd be a lot of restarts, which is exactly what happened in the game. Ryan probably would have ended most of those out of the box because that's his strength. So yeah, no, we're okay with it.
Obviously, Jordan Moore-Taylor came in for Ryan Innes. How's he come through his first 90 minutes of the season?
I don't know whether he came through it as much as he would like to. But what you got to bear in mind is it's his first game. It's his first game. He hasn't had a game. He had 45 minutes against Slimbridge. So that 45 minutes against Slimbridge, if you incorporate May, June, July, August, it's nearly 4.5 months since Geordie last had a game. So it's a long old time, that, and it's hard for him to get back into the groove of it with a game. But I actually thought he did very well in the game for the time he'd been out.
And how much better could we expect him to be this weekend? Because obviously Ryan's still got 2 more games of his suspension to serve.
Well, I don't know. I can't measure them things. I don't know, how much better he's going to be this week. He may feel better in himself. I don't know how you can't measure them anyway. That's like with hindsight, all of it, isn't it? So I'm sure with hindsight, Ryan would have kept himself to himself in that Solihull game. But it's great, we always talk about Captain Hindsight, don't we? So there's not a lot we can really do about it, and just hope that, Geordie improves as the season goes on, and his fitness and everything else.
Back on the road again this weekend, and the longest trip of the lot. Does the start that you had almost sort of mentally prepare you for that, or help?
I don't know, really. I don't know whether that will or not. I think we become a little bit battle hardened to it. I think that's definitely one thing. And sometimes with the travelling, it can bring everybody a little bit closer together. So I don't really know the answer to them questions. That will be a hindsight answer I can give you. But yeah, we've got a long trip, but everybody else has got to go there this year. We know it's a long trip, and we've got a few long trips anyway. So we're going up there against a good team, a game we're looking forward to, and then an equally tough game on Tuesday. So, we've got just for a change, a couple of tough away games.
What do you make of Gateshead? Because last Saturday's 7-1 defeat at Dagenham and Redbridge, big surprise.
Well, yeah, I suppose it was a big surprise because nobody would have, banked on that. But, they're a good team. That won't fool me. And by the time we go into the game at the weekend, with another day tomorrow and some more meetings, and what we've done today won't fool the players either. So sometimes them, you know, results happen. We started this interview talking about being 2-0 up and drawing 2-2. And now we're talking about a team that we didn't expect to get beat 7-1 and got beat 7-1. Funny old game, this football. Liverpool probably thought they were going to get 3 points last Saturday as well. Funny game, eh?
It is strange at times, yeah, absolutely. How much have you got to be wary of kind of the response that they'll want? And I suppose, you know, they might even be thinking, well, you might be thinking the same way as well.
Yeah, I you know, they'll probably be sore on the back of what happened. Why wouldn't you be? I'm sure they're all good professionals. They'll have their own pride. So we've obviously got to be mindful of that and respectful of that. But in the next breath, like you said, we had 3 points in the bag last week and then we didn't have them. So we want a reaction from our guys as well.
Injuries, how's the squad?
Good. Yeah, good.